how can I quickly have an understanding with the Malaysian government? And since I write to the Malaysian government already, I write a letter to Malaysian government. In fact, I addressed to KSN, Ketua Setia Negara, and hopefully, as a fellow Malaysian, we get some help, some protection as a Malaysian citizen, as we pay taxes here. And I think this is what government should serve the people, riot. And I'm trying to get an audience with him because, as I said, I don't want to be bankrupt. I didn't choose to be bankrupt, and I never declare myself as a bankrupt. And because of this greedy character of Patrick Healy. So, thank you very much, and for coming to this press conference. And as a Malaysian, let's keep our peace. Let's keep our harmony, which is most important of the Islamic value, peace and harmony in this country. And with peace and harmony, we have a stability. And me as a Malaysian, I don't deserve this attack. Somebody go and download, pay 100 ringgit, and change the lawyer last minute while negotiating with my lawyer friend, not my lawyer. So based on the fact I was attacked on social media, and it's not in the best interest of the country, I have written to Malaysian government, hopefully that we will go to insolvency and get the consent for Mr. Silvam to act for me and continue negotiate with Patrick Healy and set aside of the, what do you call, it's called set aside when both parties come to the settlement negotiation settlement agreement. Okay, and that is why I was waiting for the insolvency not calling me. So I want to take this moment to thank, and that's why insolvency never called me yet. I have not yet received any notice from insolvency, maybe. And so, but if we cannot amicably set aside the order, meaning that I have to file my statement of affair to the Department of the Insolvency General by depositing the 3 million cash, and for the insolvency to deal with Mr. Patrick Healy that is what I'm going to do So any more question? If not, I just round up for the today PC. I'm far away from insolvency. And I must say, I'm solidly solvent as an entrepreneur of Malaysia. For the last 50 years, I come to Kuala Lumpur 50 years already. All of you, maybe some not born. Kuala Lumpur only 500,000 people only. 500,000 people. Today, Kuala Lumpur plus Selangor is 50 million, 8 million in Kuala Lumpur. And I believe as an entrepreneur, I have somehow or other also contribute to the national building. And I have accumulated a lot of tangible assets and non-tangible assets. So that's why I say I use the word solidly insolvent, not just tangible asset, also intangible asset. Like the West, Mr. Patrick Healy, they are Westerner. US say the greedy is good. We Easterner never say that, right? Greedy is no good. And I don't choose to be a bankrupt. I don't want to be a bankrupt also. And not like what some of the press yesterday quote, Lee Kim Yew choose the title like that, sometimes in the press, the glass is full, or the glass is half full, or the glass half empty. They say, I declare bankruptcy. Oh, that's very serious. When they declare bankruptcy, you don't want to pay your creditor, cannot. So I don't want to or I file bankruptcy. I never declare myself as a bankrupt and file bankrupt for myself. This was Patrick Healy put upon me. So, and also, the government is find a lot of ways. Want to recently amend the law to bring people out of the bankrupt. If bankrupt is not to the interest of the country, not only Lee Kim Yew, to anybody. Because when you're bankrupt, you don't pay taxes also. True not? So, I want to continue to contribute to our society by my experience, 50 years experience. And the reason for objective I call for this PC, as my news yesterday had gone viral, big viral, and on the social media, and it disturbed the peace and harmony to Malaysian society, and a lot of affected a lot of my friends. You see, a lot of my friends don't know my phone call given. Because in the early morning, when my people who in charge my PR say, hey, this is a small thing, don't ignore it, ignore it. But it has become such a big concern of the society, and I think we should not dampen the confidence. Now we have a what you call unity government, which I have a very high hope. This unity government will bring very stability to this country, which I think is most important to Malaysian society. So I hope with today's explanation for the 3 million ringgit is just merely a greedy character, which I have met in my life, that's all. A smart lawyer from the US, after the 26th January incident, broke his promise with his original lawyer. I think he also find his lawyer, Why on the 10th he dropped the lawyer, While he knew, talking nicely, why he dropped? And broke his lawyer, and on the 10th, changing a new lawyer. Who should know the Malaysia after the AOAR received and written that letter to Mr. Sobam, which he cannot represent me already. True or not? And who was the one on the April who paid 100 ringgit and download from the Department of Insolvency? Ask yourself this question. Who is the one? The letter sent to the lawyer on the 10th. On the 10th, Danish also sent the 10th, and on the 10th was downloaded 100 ringgit. You have to pay 100 ringgit, And the downloaded time was at 11 a.m. also there. Just now we show. Can you go back to that? Just now the screen. See? So next, go back to the screen. So I leave it to the wisdom of the Malaysian, what they call reporter, to judge why it turned it so viral and who is the one. We cannot accuse anybody. We need bukti. But so I leave it for the Malaysian press to judge when they call this PC. Who is the one using this? I call it dirty trick, because many people in Malaysia also bankrupt. Bankruptcy Act protected my what call secrecy. Lawyer, how to say? Anybody who got bankrupt, he is his personal thing. He should work it out, and nobody should use this as exploit him in the public. So please make sure that somebody have do this also got sue of defamation. You can go and check the court case. So this I want to take this to explain instead of following the law of Malaysia. Now, following the law of Malaysia is true. I have been suffering on this attack. The moment my lawyer tell me, he said, Tan Sri, AORO issue, you cannot be in any directorship, So actually, to tell the truth, kedaulatan undang-undang, I have resigned from all the directorship. I have no more directorship, and waiting to waiting information from the Malaysia insolvency notice. I would just want to, now I'm Malaysian soil, we just follow the Malaysian law, and I'm solidly solvent. I was attacked by a foreign citizen as a citizen of Malaysia on yesterday social media. Thank you very much, and you still want